Hello, ACPS staff, and welcome to our short video on making an interactive video in Nearpod. If I choose Create, one of my options is just video. And this is a great choice if your entire lesson is already composed outside of Nearpod. Maybe I'm going to do something in person with my students in class where the only digital component that I have for the entire lesson is a short video where I want to check for understanding. That's a great use case scenario for this video option. Once I select on the video option, I land on this page here where my first choices in the upper left-hand corner are to choose where I want to get my video from. My first selection, the one that is chosen by default, is to search the Nearpod video library. My second choice is to get a video from YouTube. When I select on this, I have the ability to put in my keyword search right here, or if I already have the link to my video, I can paste it in and jump specifically to that exact video. My third option here is to see the videos that I already have in my Nearpod library. So even though the title is My Videos, it's not giving me access to videos that I have outside of Nearpod, only the ones that I've already utilized in Nearpod. My fourth option is the ability to access my content from outside. When I choose upload a video, I can in fact upload from my desktop or H drive or other external source, but I can also pull videos that I have on my Google Drive or my OneDrive. For this video, we're going to use the Nearpod library and just choose one of their videos as our example. If I search the Nearpod library, one of the things that I will notice when I grab one of their videos is that they have already added questions to these that you could use if those pull out the main points of the video, or you can edit them as you need to. So when I hover over any of these blue dots that I see down here along the video track across the bottom, I can see a little bit of information about the questions that Nearpod has already added. For example, this particular question is an open-ended question. The question text begins, "How much do you already know?" And this question is exactly at the 36-second mark in the video. If I move to the next one, we can see it's multiple choice. The question text begins with, "Which of these was Hercules' best?" And it's exactly at 2 minutes and 4 seconds. But I also have the ability to select the option here to edit the question. Editing the question not only gives me the ability to edit it, but it also allows me to see all of the information. For example, the full question is, which of these was Hercules best known for? It is his good looks, his weakness, strength, or curiosity. And according to the Nearpod writers, the correct answer to this question was strength. I can leave this question as is if I need to. I can edit the text question, or the question text rather, or the answer text. I can add additional answers, or I can even delete the activity entirely if this does not align with the main points that I wanted the students to get out of the video. If I choose delete, it just pops up a little confirmation box here. I choose yes, delete, and now we'll notice that that blue dot at that 2-minute mark is now gone. We've removed that question. One additional option that you have with these that I think is really great is that you can change the timestamp. So if I wanted to ask this question, "How much do you already know?" a little bit later in the video or a little bit earlier in the video than their writers chose to include it, I have the ability to drag it on the track to a different timestamp. Finally, if I click somewhere on the track, I have the ability to add my own activities. So even though I'm starting with questions that Nearpod already chose to include, I can change them, remove them, and even add my own. So this is a great way just not to reinvent the wheel. When I click on Add Activity, I have two different question types available to me. I can ask open-ended questions or multiple choice questions. And then we're right back here in the question editor for me to type out my question text and even add my answer choices in the case of a multiple choice. Once I've added my question and set everything up, I'm ready to click Save, and that question is now added at the exact timestamp that I had selected on when I clicked to add the activity. If we turn our attention to the right-hand side of the track there, we even have the ability to trim the video track. Most of the videos that Nearpod has available are pretty short. They are designed to be instructional videos. You know that if you pull in videos from YouTube, sometimes they can be rather long. So if you only wanted, say, a 2 or 3 minute clip of a video, you can always click on trim and you can drag the sliders from the outside and the inside so that the students do not have to watch the entire video when the content that you really needed them to focus on was just in the middle or at the beginning. I'm going to go ahead and click cancel on that. And finally, let's turn our attention down here to the very bottom of the screen where it says embed in a lesson. Now, I mentioned that one of the things that we really like about this is that this is my way of saying my entire lesson is already composed outside of Nearpod. I just need an interactive video. But this is my option to change my mind after I've started building this interactive video. Maybe as I'm building it, I think I really do kind of need some content to sort of lead into this, or maybe I want to ask a warm-up question before they begin watching the video. Maybe I need an exit ticket at the end. I can choose to change from just building an interactive video all by itself to building an entire Nearpod lesson when I select on that embed in a lesson option. I'm now in the Nearpod editor, ready to create an entire lesson based around this interactive video that I already started building. But let's go back to the original scenario. Let's say I don't need the entire lesson. I do truly just want this interactive video. When I am done creating everything, I have everything set up the way that I want. I click on Save down here in the bottom right-hand corner. And this is added to my Nearpod library as something that I can deliver to my students using the same options: live participation, student paced, or I even have, because it's just an interactive video, this option to do front of the class, which is only going to deliver the interactive video on the teacher's screen and not show it on the student devices here. So interactive mode, the video will pause at key moments to provide questions for discussion and exploration of the topic, and I can simply select yes so that those time-stamped questions will pop up on the screen. The students will be able to turn, talk, agree on an answer before, as the class, we select on the answer to be shown the right or wrong answers for that. And that's a quick look at just making an interactive video as a standalone activity here in Nearpod.